All right, welcome back everybody. So today I wanted to share a little video with you guys of why it's important to do routine maintenance on your outboard other than the obvious of just making sure your engine's running right. Okay, so we've got an 89 Johnson outboard here, 50 horsepower. And so last time I took it out a couple weeks ago, I realized that it just wasn't running as strong as it normally would. So tore the cover off and started going through making a list of things that I wanted to do since it's now winter, just to make sure it's running in top performance peak for next year. Obviously, it being 30 something years old, it's not going to be extremely strong, but we need to make sure that it's at least performing correctly as we go out and take the family out and go on fishing expeditions and whatnot. So first things first, I got in here and the obvious, make sure you check your fuel lines. So the main fuel line that runs up all the way into the connector, and then where it splits off and goes to the different carbs, always double check those things. One thing I noticed with this engine, since I've only had it about 2 years, is it has an original fuel filter right down there at the bottom. And so went ahead and ordered up one of those. And as I was inspecting all of the fuel lines, you can see right there on the bottom carb, I've taken it off and I wanted to show it to you guys. This fuel line was split right there. You can see it. It was split and cracking a couple different places on it. And in fact, that portion right there was bulging out. So definitely losing some fuel, not having the right fuel pressure going to the carbs. And then the bottom telltale sign is it's all nasty and gummy and oily down there, which only comes from the oil in the gas. So I knew there was a fuel leak to some degree. I just had to find it. And that's number one space right there. Also, I found that the hose connecting to the splitter is leaking out of the bottom section here that goes to the fuel filter. So when I get the fuel filter in, I can go ahead and change that out. Like I said, you always want to check things like your starter, make sure it's not stripped out, make sure your teeth are good up here. Double check everything that you possibly can as frequently as you can, because it can be fine one day, go run it on the lake, the next day it is going to be leaking. So double check that. Always make sure to change your lower unit fluid. Always make sure you change your impeller once or twice, once a year, if not every 2 years to 3, depending on how frequently you run your motor. Don't want to overheat these engines or any outboard for that sake. So just want to let you know that finding. And guys, hope you have a good rest of your day.